This with the dim lights and the hippie punks running around upstairs. Yeah, they're making a TV program.
Sarge, it's a rock video.
Well, it's for TV, right?
Yeah.
It's a program, right?
Yeah, but it's full of video.
Whatever they call it, they're supposed to be out of here 2 hours ago. Something that the film board downtown put the vision up to, and now they're using up all the electricity. They're setting off smoke, and look at that. We got to turn down the smoke alarms. Yeah, that's all I know about, except for item 4. They also got a permit for Jefferson and 143 later on. Crowd control to be assigned at such time as pray to the deity they evacuate the squad room. Look, item 5. Ongoings and undercovers. McCall and Craig, you're at Jake and Jill's barbecue. You guys know the score. Mick Belker starts Operation Con this a.m. Seems like the Department of Corrections has gotten suspicious of one of their own, so they're plugging in an unfamiliar mug to see what's going down with a certain parole officer. Now, we planned the logistics, but Inspector Doherty from the Corrections Department is going to be coordinating. Rue and Washington, you're on call as backup. Item 6, demonstration this morning at the Hamlin Arms. Alvin Feigler and friends against the Giardino Construction Company. Now, Alvin is very OLD. And for some reason or other, he doesn't like the idea of leaving the apartment he's been living in for 56 years. Now, this guy, Giardino, has gotten a court order allowing him to begin building a condo next door. Alvin figures that his building's going to be next, and he is not happy about it. Inspector Hunter and his eaters are assigned. Lieutenant Goldblum is trying to get a negotiation to continue. Gesundheit. Oh, item last. Also, Lieutenant Goldblum. He transfers abode today. You're going to be residing here on the Hill, Lieutenant?
Actually, I got in over the weekend. I just wanted to tell everybody there's going to be a get-together, an informal get-together this evening at 318 Richmond, starting around 7. There's not much finish yet, but there'll be a lot of beer and cold cuts. And you might want to leave some police ID on your vehicle. You know the neighborhood.
Hey, Lieutenant, one of the bedrooms furnished?
Okay, let's go. Let's move. They're getting away out there.
You are a disgusting piece of human garbage. Sue me, Renko. I got a cold.
So then how much interest do I lose? No kidding about substantial penalty. Okay. When do I pick the check up? Okay, thanks very much. We gotta stop at the credit union.
Luce, have you asked anybody about this? I mean, do you even know if it's legal?
What?
Becoming Fabian's guardian.
I'm gonna have his mother sign an agreement before I give her the dough.
I'm just asking. Suppose she changed her mind. She decides she wants him back. Does that agreement stand up?
Yeah!
Miss Davenport,
Officers, Joe.
just ask her.
You're being a jerk.
Go ahead and ask her.
Ask me why.
Lucy would like to ask you a legal question.
No, I wouldn't.
Seems to be a difference of opinion.
Why don't you just take an ad out in the paper, Joe?
Look, you didn't ask her because you don't want to know the answer.
I didn't ask her because I don't want everybody and their third cousin to know about my personal business.
Baloney. You're sticking your head in the sand now.
It's my head. Leave me alone.
Excuse me, miss. You would not be interested in having a real police officer in your little video show now, would you?
Well, actually, we are.
Love Patrol.
I'm sorry. It's too cozy.
What's that mean?
Too stiff. Come on, Ringo.
Hey, listen, can we find a spot for the Emperor? You know, for an hour or two. He goes in for his parvo shots at 11, and I got the Hamlin Arms to win.
Hey, you still whopping that guy with that ugly stick? Sure. Sure, put him behind the front desk. I'll check him out.
Thanks.
Such a great puss. Ask him again.
Sir, we would really be grateful if you'd be in the next shot.
Will it get you out of here any faster?
Yes.
What do I do?
Just look the way you're looking when they walk by.
Hours later, I fell madly in love.
Can't hardly ask for a better funeral than that, partner.
Oh, I guess not. I mean, I'm not complaining, you know, I just... Renko, what's that? The guy is sitting on the man.
That looks like something we ought to investigate after I get myself something to eat.
No.
That breakfast.
Just turn around. Turn around here.
I am surly, Robert. You're making me into a surly cop with an empty stomach. Look here. Is he dead or...
Dudley Hicks. Dudley Hicks, what the hell are you sitting on this guy for? Get up, guy, get up.
The dude asked me to sit on it.
Yeah, I asked him. I only asked him after he first asked me, did I want him to?
Lots of people likes me to sit on it.
So he sits on me and then says you'll only get off for a $5 minimum.
Minimum donation.
Dudley Hicks, big boy, you're under arrest.
You crazy, man. Arrest me for what?
What for, Renko?
Get in the car, man.
Hey, man, you want to call anybody? Lame is sitting on the man. All right, you guys, go on, get on, leave the streets, come on.
All right, Dudley, step on in there. Same old place. Number 1, robbery with a deadly weapon to wit this individual's excessive weight. Number 2, gravitational assault. Number 3, there'll be some more charges once my partner goes down and looks at the penal code.
Yeah. Mr. Ocean Charles,
Could you please listen? I don't have all morning to get sand back here. I'm no Jardino, all right? We're here to see a Lieutenant Goldblum.
Yeah, officer, would you show Mr. Jardino to interrogation A?
our plans to insulate Detective Belker against the actual bus.
I think that's wise. I wouldn't underestimate the extent to which Parole Officer Edwards has these cons intimidated. And to be candid, Captain, I'm not sure if Edwards is connected to corrections hierarchy. But thanks for the use of personnel.
Just be sure we get him back, Inspector.
Look, Mr. Giardino, I have these people signed assurances. No more demonstrations if you'll commit as few as 4 apartments to moderate income. Now, that's down from 12. That's a token.
Which I don't believe is your job to be shoving down my throat, all right? Title deed don't require it. He knows it, and they know it.
You're not even going to get title deed funding unless you break ground today.
Ah, that's where I trust you people are going to come in,
We'll get arrested and arrested again. We'll lie down under your bulldozers.
Going back to federal court, Mr. Giardino. One smirch against you, we get a temporary restraining order, and you're finished. Now, you can save yourself all that right now.
Don't kid a kidder. Okay, Mr. Purvis? You've had weeks to find your smirch. You came up with zip like you're coming up with zip again today. Now, I'm going back to my site, and I want these people of his cleared off it.
Is that it?
We went all the way with this, Mr. Feigler. I could make a few more motions, but I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
Could I advise you, Mr. Feigler? Don't break the law. We'd only have to arrest you, and they'll still get started.
I know what I have to do. Dorothy, let's go home now.
Actually, they've got a pretty good robbery here.
What's that supposed to mean? I sat on the dude.
You coerced him to give you money.
He asked me to sit on it.
You coerced him to ask you.
Come on, lady. I've been sitting on dudes for months now.
You know what our best shot is, Dudley? The time-honored stupidity defense.
What's that?
It's when you try to persuade the judge that what you did is so stupid it couldn't have meant any harm. It's when you try to get him to want to tell his date about you tonight.
Well, will it get me off?
I'd say maybe probation, but you're already on probation.
Oh, what if I lose some weight then?
What's that got to do with it?
You know, sort of like, disarming myself.
Excellent, Dudley. We had a pretty good stupidity defense going in, but I think you just perfected it.
Like this?
Perfect. Don't blink an eye.
Okay, settle, people.
No good.
What's our problem?
I'm not gonna have her pointing a gun at me.
It's not real.
I know that. No gun.
Liza looked menacing.
Mitchell Bragg, Mr. Edwards. Just got here from Pittsford Correctional upstate. Sit down. Let's see. B&E, unlawful use of vehicle. Not too bad. What's this? Narcotics possession. It was a long time ago. I was... Shut up, okay? Let's see. Then you moved up. Grand Theft Auto. Popped 3 times. 2 convictions.
Mr. Edwards,
I said shut up because it's listen time. Good. Because frankly, you're a slug. And I'd be doing this city a big favor handing you a ticket back to the cage. I don't want to do no more time, Mr. Edwards. Let's play a little game, huh? I got some good news and I got some bad news. Now, what's your pleasure, Mitch? What do you want to hear first? Well, I think I'd like to hear the good news first. No, I think I got to give you the bad news first, Mitch. That's fine. The bad news is you got to be a good boy. You got to be on your good boy behavior. I know that. No narcotics, Mitch. What's it say here? Not allowed to use or be in possession of narcotics or where narcotics are present.
It's no problem for me anymore, Mr. Edwards.
I hope not. Because if I find you with narcotics, Mitch, you go away. You go back to your boyfriends in the hole.
I know that.
So what I'm saying is, keep me happy, all right, Mitch? When I'm happy, I don't start remembering what a wrong guy you basically are. All those wrong things I can't catch you doing. When I'm happy, I don't overcompensate by raiding Mitch's glove box and finding a little toot in there.
That's not me. I don't do that stuff no more.
Isn't what I'm saying, Mitch.
How about the good news?
The good news?
Yeah.
The good news, Mitch? I can get you a job.
Hey, Big Man J, how many homes you gonna steal, Sir J?
Just one clearance, Henry. The boss is up in Feigler's apartment. They can hold their water 5 minutes.
Hey, he said don't wait for him.
Hey, I said wait for him.
Secure traffic.
People barring any last-minute breakthrough, which I doubt, will be escorting you to the vans over here.
I thought you were our neighbor. I thought you were gonna help us.
Right. Now, please don't resist the police who are going to be moving you.
This is pure 100-proof bing bong, Lieutenant. Mel Giardino pays his taxes, do you understand? Mel Giardino sponsors a damn little league team. Best uniforms in the city. Mel Giardino doesn't go around pushing old geezers out of windows.
Henry, got a witness here for you.
What does that cockroach say?
He says he was leaving the room. He was at the door when Feigler jumped.
Liar, murderer. I was at the door. He pushed Alvin out.
Oh, for crying in the sun.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it, but I heard it. I'm gonna kill you. That's what he shouted.
Norm? You want to take this guy in?
Come on, Lieutenant, play fair. This is total hysterical lies.
Suspicion murder.
Whoa. This woman hates me. She was in cahoots. And she slept with a guy.
Come on, sport. I'll read you all your rights.
Come on.
Come on.
All white. Come on, we'll get around.
Hey, Luce, will you cut the silent treatment?
You just mind your own business.
You want me to mind my own business?
Yes.
You got it.
Good.
Good. Fine.
Good.
Fine, you got it.
All right.
You want your phone call, Giardino?
Yeah. And you know who I'm calling? Stan Miller's who I'm calling.
Suit yourself.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's the difference between Al Feigler and a pizza?
What's that?
Pizza don't have little pieces of glass in it. See, if I pushed them out, would I make a joke?
Turn off those numbers.
Goldman in charge of this? Plus, we sent Dietz and Ferris. We got LaRue and Washington on the phones.
Where's our witness?
They're bringing her in.
Interrogation room A for Giardino.
Take
Right,
the
let's go.
A train now, Dudley.
Hill, Ranko. You guys clear court at what time?
Get him on the next bus. We'll be there by lunch.
Good. You got crowd control on the surveillance group.
Tick-tock, miss.
Yeah, we're going.
Let's go, brother.
Excuse me, sir. My director asked me, you have a terrific look. How'd you like to be in a video?
Him? Yeah, Lane.
I got a look.
Ma'am, this man is busted. This man is a felon who sets on people.
Oh, well, if you get out of jail, this is where we'll be. And hey, the pay's $90.
Yo, take a walk.
Hey, whose animal is that?
It's mine. Come over to my place later?
No, but I could authorize $100 to borrow him for an hour.
Let's negotiate.
So I said to him I would help him find a place over on Sycamore.
For him alone.
What am I supposed to support, his whole army?
And he said no.
So then I said to hell with him, I'm leaving. And he said something dumb like the hell with me, and that he's going to show me who I'm dealing with, and he's not going to live like a cockroach, and so on and so on. And then all of a sudden, bango, he checks out right then and there.
Ran himself through a closed window.
First he broke it with a lamp. Hey, the man was no rocket scientist. Look, Captain, I've got 4.2 mil riding on breaking ground today, and I can't get started if I'm stuck in here. Their tube stake lawyer is going to jam me up.
Your financial tribulations are no concern of mine, Mr. Giardino.
Well, what about the damn truth, huh? If I was going to airmail somebody, would I do it right into 30 cops?
Captain, Dorothy Miskin's waiting in your office. Excuse me.
That's a real good one. Just remember, she was the old coot's mistress. Probably jumped because he couldn't stand the sight of her.
You want to try to marry again, sport?
Stan, my Sharpei.
Yeah, right where you left him.
But he isn't there.
He's right there. He's right in the carrier.
Great day. Finally get rid of the hippies. Now I got missing canines. You were close friends with Alan Feigl.
Yes.
That's why you were listening at his door.
It was a terrible fight. I couldn't help it. I started hearing terrible shouts. Giardino shouting. Alvin saying he was going to kill him.
You live on the same floor as Alvin?
No, one flight up.
But you heard the fight.
I was coming down the stairs.
You weren't at the demonstration, though you were part of Alvin's movement.
I went back upstairs to get a heavier coat.
I'm sorry to ask you all these questions at a time like this, Mrs. Miskin.
No, I want this Giardino caught. Otherwise, Alvin die. For what?
Do you know, Mrs. Miskin, did Alvin invite Giardino up, or did Giardino come on his own?
What difference, please? I heard what I heard.
How long had you known Alvin?
4 years since I moved into the building. A noble human being. A principled man. And now this murdering butcher, Melvin Giardino.
Did Alvin ever say anything to you, even casually, about suicide?
Alvin?
Excuse me, Captain. Can I see you for a minute?
I'm sorry. Excuse me, please. What's the story?
Says he saw Giardino in the hall when Feigl jumped. Says Feigl told people he'd kill himself if he had to in order to stop Giardino. Plus, Feigl had an inoperable cancer.
You take care of Mrs. Miskin. Also, we better raise Henry.
Right.
And all points on the animal in response to the name Emperor, Lao Tzu, Fatso, Blatzo.
Blatzo, Lieutenant?
You know, I wouldn't be sarcastic about a nickname right now, Sergeant.
Why?
If you'd given more than just lip service to looking after him, we wouldn't have this problem.
I didn't look after him. What kind of a police officer brings his dog to work anyway?
Well, if you insist on extracting all the personal details, my vet happens to be right down the block.
You know, I wouldn't bring Blackie to the office.
Well, I understand that.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you insulting Blackie's lineage?
Oh, calm down, Stan. You incompetently lost my dog. Now let's just do something.
I lost your dog.
Yes, you lost my dog.
I got TV programs. I got hippie punks. I'm trying to keep the power on, get them the hell out of here, perform all of my own duties, act in their damn movie, and now I'm expected to babysit your mutt non-stop? I gotta report you to the Humane Society.
It's not a mutt.
This here, phase 1 and 2 is where we do the inspection. That over there is the line, the importance of which I will explain to you. No customer crosses that line while I'm doing the inspection.
Yeah, because of the insurance.
Yeah, the insurance. You one of Edward Smith's?
Yeah, you too.
Just do what the man say, you understand? Then there's no problems. Everybody does great. Automotive background, Mitch.
What do you mean?
Hey, lighten up, dude. Me, I'm automotive. Got 2 GLAs, 1 unauthorized use out of about 250. Just equips you for the job, am I right?
This is pretty righteous, Edwards. He sticks us both in the garage.
Well, like I'm saying, Mitch, Mr. Edwards, he's a practical man. Just do the 2-3 things he said. He tell you to listen to me?
Yeah.
And you listen to me, all right? This line over here is yours. Nobody crosses this line. You drive the cars up. I'll show you the reason for that later if you're interested.
I'm interested.
All right. Go on now. Hey, look. Anybody tries to bribe, you tell them this is an honest place. You got it?
I got it. It's an honest place.
Henry, have you seen the Emperor?
Napoleon?
Lieutenant?
I didn't know it was yours, sir. That girl with the black tights and the blonde hair in the band took him. I thought it was part of their equipment.
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Get back to work.
Frank?
How are we doing forensically on the Feigler case?
We haven't turned up any viable prints yet. I suppose you heard about the conflicting witnesses.
Talked to both of them. One makes perfect sense, the other one doesn't.
Which?
The neutral one makes sense. The one who said Feigler had 3 months to live and made a suicide plan with Dorothy's knowledge.
3 months or not. It takes a lot to make a man jump out a window.
And even more to push a man into the middle of an emergency action team.
Giardino knew if he didn't get started today, he'd lose enormous bucks. The project folds.
Henry, the only witness we have against Giardino is Dorothy Miskin. Putting aside her interest, when I talked to her, she contradicted the logic of the situation at least 3 times, then broke down.
Talked to Feigler's psychiatric social worker, which I didn't know he had one, but he considers a suicide attempt within pattern parameters.
Let's let Giardino go.
Why? Afraid he'll miss a date with a bulldozer?
We have no credible evidence against him, Henry. Do we? You're in charge.
The old folks' pro bono lawyer is obtaining restraining order right now based on Giardino's arrest. If we keep him in one day, maybe Feigler doesn't die in vain.
Release him.
This investigation is not closed.
Of course it's not. For now, release him.
Giardino is wrong, Frank. There are grand juries all over the state sniffing his trousers. Today, next month, next year, he's going down. And when he does, there's going to be an empty hole where my neighbors are living now. SID is pulling threads from the window, reshooting some pictures. Make sure everything's labeled, okay?
Wilson's upstairs. He's taking prints of the doorway, the door jam, and the window.
Well,
What are we waiting for, Lieutenant? World War III?
Mr. Giardino, it may surprise you to learn that we check out a suicide just the same as a homicide.
And how long is checking it out just the same going to take, would you say?
Oh, average homicide site work, 13, 14 hours.
That's lame, my friend. That's lame, and you know it, and you're not going to get away with it. My dozers roll by 4 o'clock.
I wouldn't make book on it, Mr. Giardino. Let's make sure we got all the fragments of that broken lamp. Only way we got a shot at a print.
Lay all you want, pal.
What's that mean?
You're saying not to make book. I'm saying lay all you want. Believe me, those dozers are going to roll.
Hello.
Thank you. Look, I'll be honest with you. The backup lights occasionally don't hit.
Occasionally or never?
So I'll give you 25. If you make the adjustment, great. Otherwise, whatever you want.
Sorry, man. This is an honest place. Excuse me.
Hop in.
Close the door, Mitch. What am I doing now, Mitch?
You're checking out the wires from under the dash.
Hey. Hey. Silver. What do you think about the pay around here?
Stinks. $3.50 an hour is the pits.
Can't live on that, am I right?
Not too good. You'd be dead if you had a family. I'd be on welfare.
Would you believe it, Mitch, if I told you in here could be a good living?
I don't want to go back, Stubby. I owe 4.5. Edwards looks pretty tough.
Edwards is tough, man, but he's a realist. I mean, would he put guys like you and me in a car place if he wasn't a realist?
What are you saying?
I'm saying Edwards doesn't mind some things, as long as he's not left out of it.
What things, man? Like what kind of things?
What am I doing now, Mitch?
Now you're making a print for a duplicate.
Here's the registration. Write down the address. And later today, we go make a pickup.
You can't do that. The guy will figure it out.
Today, we pick up the caddy that was suspected 3 months ago. This one we'll pick up 3 months from now.
Let's understand each other, Captain, all right? I don't turn Earth at that site by 5 o'clock. That project's dead. I lose my federal underwrite.
That's not my problem, Mr. Jardine.
But it's my problem. And that lieutenant of yours, he's down there turning that investigation into a joke. People are stopping for traffic lights. He's asking them for statements. Come on. Captain, that case is open and shut. That old man killed himself, and everybody knows it.
Lieutenant Goldblum told me he's concluding his investigation.
He ain't, and he ain't gonna. Now, what's it gonna take to get him off the case?
What do you mean?
I mean we're both adults, I've got an envelope in here. with $5,000 inside.
I can have it?
Yeah. Call it a campaign contribution or whatever you want.
All I have to do is help you.
Yeah.
Wrong answer.
Ms. Davenport?
Sergeant?
I wanted to say I'm sorry about that whole stooge routine this morning.
No harm done.
And actually, if you have a couple minutes, there's something I'd like to ask you about.
I've got a couple minutes.
Believe it or not, you know how people are always saying, this happened to a friend of mine? Well, this actually did.
What's your friend's problem?
Can we start over?
Sure.
You remember Fabian, the kid that stayed with me for a while last year?
I've represented his mother.
Okay. She wants me to be his guardian. I mean, she wants to sign over his guardianship papers.
And?
And I just wanted to know if she signs the agreement, then later on could she change her mind? I mean, could she go back on the agreement?
I doubt a guardianship arrangement could survive beyond her consent.
What if she did more than just make an arrangement? I mean, what if she did more?
If you don't trust me with the facts, Lucy, I can't give you an informed opinion.
She said that if I gave her $2,000, she would stay out of Fabian's life and I could raise him in a good environment. Now, what I want to know is if she gets the money, then can she go back on it? Can she still change her mind? Would she try to get him back?
If it came to a case, there'd be the law on both sides. You could claim enforceable contract to adopt. She could plead duress, impairment of judgment.
So, you don't think that giving her the money would settle it once and for all?
Other than keeping Vivian DeWitt high for a little while. I'm afraid I don't.
Thanks.
You know, I can't believe this. This is disgusting. Actual cops stand around and they hire frauds.
The actors, Renko, actors. They're just doing their job.
You mean to tell me that Fruit Loop dancing around up there in that spangled outfit looks more like a cop than I do?
Just pretty. Counsel me in the ways of peace, gentlemen. I may be about to do murder.
What's the matter, Lieutenant?
Where's my dog?
Cut it!
Cut it.
Where is my dog?
I don't have a small idea what you're talking about.
I am talking about a Shar-Pei pup. I am given to understand was absconded with by a member of your company.
Tamara!
Yeah.
Oh no. Why is my dog painted like a zebra?
Just broke out of jail. He's still in his prison outfit.
Easy, Lieutenant.
Tamara, didn't we get a release on this dog?
Yeah, it's right here. L.D. LaRue. Or J. Yeah, it's a J.
Whatever.
$100 for the day. Dog to be returned to Hill Street Station.
Mr. LaRue has no connection to that animal.
Sir, it's wash-off paint.
Tamara, if we paid the wrong person, let's pay the right one.
You don't have the currency, sir.
Use the original dog. Paint the Shih Tzu.
You! I'm a free man now. Who's gonna make me a star?
I need a gaffer.
Process this man's paperwork and get him in a cop's outfit. Cop? It's a daylight shot, folks. All right, everybody, first position, please.
Dudley Hicks, a cop?
I do not understand show business one bit.
Right on the street. Beauty. How far down you want me? Just around the corner. You're looking out for me now. Any trouble, just holler, we're repo. Pick me up.
You got it.
Freeze. Get busted. Hands on the dash.
Little guy was a cop?
Little guy? You got other things to worry about, Stubby.
Give us Edwards.
Give me away.
Sign a statement and testify.
That's no way.
Then you're going back inside.
We're gonna bust the guy.
Come out of here, bust him. Mr. Edwards is bad. You still know what jobs you had fellas do. He'll tell a con, do for Stubby or else I'll give up what you did for me at so-and-so. And they'll cut me, and you'll find me dead in an alley.
He doesn't want to help himself, J.D.
I want to help, but the man can't know I gave him up.
What about we mic the room? You don't know about it. You just get him talking.
How am I not gonna know about it? I know about it.
Don't be dense, Stubby. It ain't in your own interest right now.
Yeah, sure.
We'll check it out with our captain.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Stub.
Hey, Sarge, tell that captain of yours and his jerk lieutenant they better hire somebody to start the cars.
Mel, calm down, Mel.
All right, I'm going to get in trouble, huh? Maybe I'll lose the construction project.
Just relax.
Which Miss Vows is silence, huh?
Can you come over tonight?
For what?
I need your help.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Mr. LaRue, the dog entrepreneur?
Run it for the captain. Lieutenant, I heard what happened. No way did I think they were taking this pooch out of precinct confines.
Well, Detective, I am trying to understand why it was in your province to have thoughts of any sort in this matter.
Lieutenant, the girl comes up to me, this dork director's assistant, says, can they rent a month? Says it's worth $1 to them to use him in their film. I'm thinking, hey, dog's gonna be here anyway. Why not put a couple of bucks in Lieutenant Hunter's pocket? Okay, so I'm gone. I come back. I find out they had the dog outside. I was sick.
I presume it was also on your return that you intended to inform me about this transaction?
Yeah.
And provide me with the stipend?
I got the dough for you right here. Let me just endorse this over to you. Lieutenant, no chance of a 10% finder's fee, huh?
It's as good as we're going to get, Captain.
He won't testify.
He's terrified of Edwards.
Let's get a warrant for the interrogation.
Right.
Frank, what happened? Giardino's people just pulled off the construction site.
We just charged Al Giardino with felony bribery.
That'll do it. That'll shut him down. Who'd he try to bribe?
Me.
It'll help a lot of people, Frank. A lot of old folks won't have to leave their apartments.
For the record, Henry, when Giardino tried to bribe me, I was about to replace you in an investigation.
What do you mean? What for?
For exactly what Giardino accused you of, for dragging your feet, for trying to get him shut down.
Frank, you need more proof this guy's wrong than what he just tried to pull?
You were conducting an investigation, Henry. You weren't there to pass policy on who gets federal loans.
Oh, that's great. There's discretion on the street and in the captain's office. No place in between, right?
There must have been 5 times in the past week, Henry, when I asked for you and was told you were at a at a tenants meeting, or you were down at City Hall helping to file a C6 occupancy extension.
Which is their right to request and mine to assist with.
It's your right, but it's not your job.
I thought I was community relations officer. I thought moving up here, getting involved in things, thought that was a good thing for an occasional cop or two to do.
Mr. Edwards. What happened here, Stubby? What'd you do?
He popped me for the Cadillac.
What do you mean, the Cadillac? You stole a car?
That piece you sent me to post it.
Don't you ever say I sent you. I'm trying to put your life together. You go out and pull a job? You told him I sent you?
Hell no, I didn't. No.
Put your sleeves up.
Yes, sir. I'm clean, sir.
Now, I'm going to do what I can for you, Stubby. You made a mistake, but that doesn't mean your life is over. You understand? I'm going to try and help you.
I understand. Can you keep me outside?
I'm not going to promise you that. You just get your mind ready to do whatever comes around.
Well, sir.
Where's Mitch?
He got away.
How'd he do that?
He smelled it. He ran like hell.
You sit tight. You keep your mouth shut.
Yes, sir.
We understand each other, Stubby?
Got my mind on it, Mr. Edwards.
Way to deliver, Stub.
That SOB.
Scared to death of the guy.
Edwards, I'm talking about Edwards.
You're starting from goal, Mick. The guy you busted couldn't help us.
Okay. What time will my backup's position?
45 minutes.
There's a greasy spoon, Decker and Utica. I'll move when I see him pull in. I'd take extra backups, Captain.
It's only one guy, no?
And for after the bust, Edwards' clients may try to kill him. What do you want?
What happened?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stubby got arrested. I nearly got arrested. What happened?
For what?
The car you had to steal.
Wait a minute. You're coming to your parole officer confessing a crime?
All right? All right? Let's cut the crap. The boost went wrong.
Take it easy.
I'm hot now. I gotta leave town now. Let go. I'll take care of it.
Oh, you'll take care of it?
How?
2 bills and an address. I'll show you where you can boost some wheels.
Let's pop him.
Hang on, babe. If Mick's got his hands on him, he can claim duress.
Yeah, first then you drop a dime to the cops.
Oh, no, wait. Come on, let go. I'm hypertensive.
All right. I'm letting go.
Attaboy, Mick.
What'd you go crazy for?
I just did a pound. I'm not going back in again.
Control that temper. You won't stay out very long.
Come on, Edward. Say something wrong.
It's a nice maroon Beamer. You go in Nevada for $3 grand without paper.
You talked to Stubby?
They busted him, but you'll be all right. Little geek's too scared to give anybody up.
That's it, Edwards. You're under arrest.
Down. Get down on the floor! You're a creep.
What happened, Mr. Edwards? Somebody find out you're a crook?
Hey, you're gonna last a long time inside, Edwards. You're gonna last at least a month.
Hey, these other guys.
I'm looking forward to working with you, Ken.
Oh, would one of you gentlemen like to be in the background this next shot?
Yes, ma'am. I believe I could be had.
Take the vacant bike.
Where's Dudley?
Oh, we blew the last 9 takes. Roger canned them.
Out of the ash heap of another man's career, a star is born.
Get off of me, you overgrown horse! Get off of me!
Roger! Teach you to fire me, you pansy!
Dudley, what now?
This here is a labor dispute, my man.
Sure, he says give him severance pay, or he sits on me.
Man refuses to negotiate.
I'm gonna have to bust you again, Dudley.
Now tell me it wasn't bad. Tell me I was good.
Yeah, it had a certain rough charm, okay?
Stand up, Dudley, right now. Stand up right now and give me that helmet. And I want you to wait in the unit with Officer Hill while I finish my acting debut. And then you're going away. You understand me?
Come on, Dudley. I'm supposed to always sitting on guys, Dudley. It's so weird life, my man.
All right. Thanks for coming.
All right. Go sworn.
Henry,
Thank you.
This is going to be wonderful. Look at all this space, Frank.
Yeah, your business dollar buys a little more space in a high-crime neighborhood. Help me tap a keg in the kitchen, Frank?
Sure.
Excited? I'm pretty excited. A little scared. You know, sometimes I'll be thinking, this is great. This is a fresh start. A couple minutes later, I'll be thinking, this is silly. I got no business up here. But then I decide I'll make it my business.
Good for you.
I feel the same thing about this afternoon, Frank. You say it's not part of being a cop. I say I'm gonna make it part.
This isn't the time, Henry.
I know. Thanks for coming.
Henry, can a stranger offer decorating advice?
You can.
I saw a lamp that would be wonderful here. They're open weekends. It's not expensive. I think it's about $14.
I'll check it out.
Henry seems a little worked up.
Space Invaders. Hey, I'm bigger than you, and I got a bigger appetite.
All right. What are Lucy and my mom talking about?
Talking about you and Lou staying together.
Joe, have you ever been high on smack?
No.
If she wanted me, I'd stay with her. But she doesn't. She just wants to be high.
Hey, Fabe, your mother loves you. She's just having problems.
I'm never taking dope. I'd be too afraid, Joe. If it's gonna stop me from loving people.
I want us to understand each other, Mrs. DeWitt. I want you to stay out of Fabian's life.
I understand.
And when this money runs out, I don't want you coming here making trouble.
I'm not gonna.
This basically says that you're making me Fabian's guardian so I can enroll him in school and things like that.
Where's my money?
Joe, come back in a minute.
Yeah.
Has he got Fabian? Let me see him.
Joe, wait a minute. Come on in.
Hello.
Fabian.
Hi, Peach.
Hi.
Just wanted to say hello to you. See what your mother does for you?
Mrs. DeWitt.
Go away. Go do what you want.
Mrs. DeWitt, why don't you just go?
Okay. Take care of my baby.
This is my home now.
Yeah, this is it.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay.